Вот это вид открывается с голливудских холмов со студии Юниверсал. Там вот тоже павильоны съемочные. А, так это и есть Юниверсал студия, Warner Brothers. Я все перепутала. Universal и Warner Brothers — это две разные студии. Да, это вот это как раз Warner Brothers. Это все декорации. У меня просто забу дыхание сперло. Вчера мы были на этом Warner Brothers, на студии, и там вон все декорации, улицы прям. Обалдеть, павильоны. Да, и как раз Warner Brothers строили Хогвартс для Юниверсал студии. Хотя это две разные организации. А вид какой потрясающий открывается. Нам сверху видно все. И там зеленые поля. Как красиво. Угу. Ну да. Меня больше интересует Голливуд, Данька. Но это настоящий Голливуд. Ты понимаешь, все фильмы вот тут снимались. Основные, которые я люблю. Именно тут.
Mike, our driver! It's not just the two of us either. Here to kick us off is my co-host for the tour. He's also the host of The Tonight Show, and that's my jam on NBC, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour.
Center is this flat wall over on the left. This has a big mural on it that uses a technique called trompe-l'oeil, fancy French term, means fool the eye. We can look at it, we can tell that it's totally fake, totally flat, but it's because we have two eyes or two lenses, so we can tell depth perception. Since the camera only has a single lens on screen, that becomes this. Really, everything out here is fake. All of the brick, stone, tile over on the right, it's made out of plastic and fiberglass. So that way we can paint it any color we want, rip the sidings off the buildings, put new sidings up. Totally changes the look. Actually built this little area right here for a new show called A Classic Spy with Ted Danson. Be sure to look out for that one. It's going to be hitting Netflix soon. But over on the right, this is our brownstone street. Check this out. Every single one of these scenes on your screens filmed in that exact same spot. The only thing that changed was their production design, or the way we dressed those sets up to look from production to production. So you can see how we can reuse the same sets over and over again, and on screen you can't tell. Now, the versatility out here is just one reason our directors love this area. Another is because, unlike a real city, we have full control over these sets. So we can do stuff out here you could never do in an actual city. Did y'all watch American Ninja Warrior? Yeah, you know, and they're like, we're filming in the streets of LA. They're filming in the streets of our backline right out here. Just be too dangerous for the contestants to those intense obstacle courses in the actual streets of LA, but out here we can keep them safe. Now, I mentioned our directors love this area. One director...
3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to enter the sky.
I got a feeling this is going to be a bumpy ride. balsa wood. They just painted it to make it look like metal. For the most part, the only real metal out here is for our cage. Oh. Hold on, our cages look empty. Okay, look out! Here's that scene from Lost World Jurassic Park where we push our fake mobile lab off this cliff in Costa Rica. That cliff is a parking structure on the front lawn. We just dress it up to look like a cliff using the trees on either side of the vehicle. Those are made out of foam rubber. Now I love how they did this scene. To make it look like Julianne Moore Falls here, they just filmed the scene and made the rain effects in this area we call Old Mexico. Got the crew all set up to give us a real live rain demonstration. Got some strobe lights hidden out here. They're going to give us the illusion of lightning. Now we got our sprinkler. Oh. Now the water's just going to go right underneath the bridge where it comes back up to the top of the hill so it can be released and recycled all day for the tours. It's not just for the tours. It is a real set. Lady Gaga filmed a music video out there, refused to use a stunt double, got hit by all that water, and then just kept on dancing. It's like, we get it, Gaga, you're amazing. She's just showing off at this point. This is how it looked in the movie Big Fat Liar with Oscar-nominated Paul Giamatti, just nominated for the holdovers. Now, by the way, Big Fat Liar is such a fun movie to watch after you take the tour because it filmed all over the lot. You'll recognize just about every single set in this movie. Including this next area are Western sets. On your screens, you can see really all we have to do is cover up the concrete we're driving on now with dirt, add in our props, set dressings, Western attire, and of course the dueling cowboys.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Western.
Jimmy Fallon. Now look here. Not folks in this town don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I heard this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot.
Pretty fitting we got our half and half Jimmy Fallon. Right now we're at about the red cord. I'm happy to come help you out.
А как же я люблю этот фильм The Good Place. Да. Обожаю.
You're seeing this yogurt shot that looks pretty big on screen, but it's kind of an optical illusion. We just strategically angle the camera. The double doors are intentionally made smaller than regular double doors. They look really big, but far back. It's a technique called forced perspective.
Вот он.
Because in reality, that's where they were filming. You can see how much smaller the set looks in real life, but on screen, this becomes this.
We can't risk going to the bad place.
Well, maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
This is The Good
Doesn't
Place.
sound awesome.
One place that is pretty awesome.
вот
Coming
и
up on the right,
вокзал.
we got an area we call our Court of Miracles. And the very first time the Frankenstein image was ever caught on film happened right out here. Frankenstein was famously played by Boris Karloff, who also played the Mummy. But I gotta give a shout out to Jack Pierce. He was the one who created the makeup for both of those productions. Because in the 20s and the 30s, usually, our actors just did their own makeup. This is Bela Lugosi doing his own makeup for Dracula. But most people don't realize that in the book Frankenstein, Mary Shelley never describes what Frankenstein's monster is supposed to look like. The iconic look of the flat top, scars, bolts, was all created by this man here on your screens, Jack Pierce. And this was completely revolutionary at the time, too. Nobody had ever seen any sort of prosthetics, even remotely close to this. Which would have been awesome. There today, doing a final sweep. If they do end up popping up, let's all give them a big wave hello, maybe even a round of applause, too. Why not? Oh, look, there's the shark hanging up over on the right, so we're out here.
Ой,
I actually don't see our crew out there, though. Huh. Do you guys see him anywhere? What was that? What's up there? Nobody's...
Вон я вижу,
Oh, hey buddy. You just said everybody needs to get out of the water, so you probably want to get back in your boat. Like, right now until you get back in your boat. Okay. He's fine. He's alright, don't worry about that. You're just gonna... Cool, I guess you're just gonna hide behind these giant, highly flammable barrels of gasoline. The shark just hit one up here. That might not be good. Hold on, no, I'm looking out there. I don't see the shark anywhere. Do you see the shark out there? You know what? I bet that fire scared him off. Maybe not. You just met the literal biggest horror icon of the 1970s, Bruce the Shark from the movie Jaws. When they were filming Jaws, Steven Spielberg started to call the shark Bruce because Bruce was the name of his lawyer. Luckily for him, though, his lawyer worked a lot better than that shark did.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time.
And here it is, right over on the right-hand side.
Let the festivities begin.
How many we got?
Well, let's see. We got 20 cousins.
Fantastic.
Do you think we're getting too old for this?
Now, come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
Now, we have used this area a lot for a number of productions. Probably most famously known, though, as Wisteria Lane, home to ABC's Desperate Housewives. Yep. Check out this scene. They add a little dirt path to the end of that sidewalk right over there. That's where Susan's running, right in this scene here.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia
Да, это Discovery House.
So you can see how much bigger these sets look on screen, too.
Отчаянные домохозяйки
Now, I
это
mentioned we
снимали.
rent out our studio space and film on each other's lots. We do that all the time, but usually for like a few days or weeks, maybe a few months if it's a really big production. ABC rented out this part of our lot for 6 years. The entire run of Desperate Housewives. Nobody else was allowed to film out here, even when the show was on hiatus, which means it wasn't even filming. So for months and months at a time, ABC paid us a pretty good amount of money to pretty much just keep everybody else away from here. That yellow house on the right was recently used for Never Have I Ever, created by Mindy Kaling. Such a good show, too. But we're going to leave this one.
Over there, look into the winking lamp. Have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, old rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. Smack dab.
Of a velociraptor. However, they are capable of bonding and showing strong social skills. Not necessarily considered a social positive dinosaur, but definitely in the hierarchy of the raptor pack, they make really strong bonds with their other sisters. We see it with Charlie, Delta, and Echo. And our big...
You want to be a man. Your training will begin soon, but be warned, danger lurks.
Minute 7.